San Antonio Missions. Live baseball coming at you on Minor League Baseball next. Taking the mound is the New Jersey native Brett Kennedy. Taking the mound for the first of this three-game series between the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. Into the box now, Vladimir Salazar. He will lead this one under the lights. Now here's first pitch. And we are underway this evening as the first pitch has been a four-seamer for ball one. 7:05 our first pitch of this game. And we are glad that you guys are tuning in as you are just in time for tonight's three-game series. And that would be popped up at third, and that's one away. Time now to look at the visiting Northwest Arkansas starting lineups. Into the box, Alex Seals. And that's a four-seamer in there for strike one. 69 degrees, clear skies, winds blowing 9 miles an hour from left field. So a nice evening, as we will probably be in the 50s before we're through. So a nice comfortable evening. We got shirts and jackets this evening. And now the 0-2. And that will be popped up out of play, and that will land behind the home plate, and that would be strike two. Fans are still piling in on this Friday night. And that's going to be hit to the shortstop. He's going to do his athletic play, and that's the second out. Top half of the first inning. And now bring up the next batter, Tom Koo. And that's going to be popped up right in front of second, and that ends the inning. So only no runs, no hits, no errors. We head to the bottom half of the first. No score. Eric Skoglund coming up to start the visiting pitching for the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. Leading off the bottom half of the first inning for the Missions and doing his pitching here. Billy Richter, the center fielder, will step up to the plate now as the Missions will start the home half of the first inning. And that's going to be popped up in the center. Center fielder has it. One away. Time now to give you a look at the starting lineups for the home team. In now, the shortstop, Rodney Finch. One away in the inning with nobody on. A beautiful Friday night as we are under a nice clear evening sky. And that's going to be hit to short. And that'll be two quick outs here in the bottom half of the first inning. Now bring up Felipe Rodriguez, the first baseman, up to the plate now as we are down 2 outs and nobody on in the last of the bottom half of the first inning. And that changeup will be in the zone, and that'll be strike one. If you're just tuning in with us on this Friday night, I'd like to welcome you, and we do have shout outs on the way, and we got the people from North Little Rock, where the Northwest Arkansas Naturals are from. We've got to say welcome, guys, to all that are watching, and enjoy the ball game. To short. And that will do it. The inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the top of inning number 2. No score. Carlos Gutierrez will lead off the top half of the second inning for the Naturals. And Gutierrez will get a pop-up now. And, oh no, he misses it. And that will be a leadoff double. So, gotta say, no error will be made. He tried to get that one. And makes it to second. Francisco Sanchez, the third baseman, will come up to the plate now with a man in scoring position at second. Here's the first pitch, and that's going to be popped up in the left. The left fielder right under it, and that's one down. So the runner at first will stay at second, and now it's time to look at defensive lineups for the home team. And now into the box, the left fielder Diego Espinoza comes up to the plate now with a base runner at second and one away. Four-seamer out of the zone. Now the count holds 1-0. And I do got to say, you're hearing a fan just shout like, "That's a strike, man, come on." Yeah. And, oh, man, look at that athletic play. And he does it again, and that's 2 away here in the inning. Well, that doesn't mean the base runner at second will head to third and now bring up the right fielder, Kevin McCormick. 2 away here in the top half of the second inning, with the runner at third only 90 feet away from scoring. If Northwest Arkansas can put a base hit, they'll deliver their first run of the ball game. 4-seamer up in the zone, and that will tie up the count at 1-1. One and one. And that will be fouled off, and now the count holds at 1-2. Well, last night, the Missions winning a 4-2 contest against the Arkansas Travelers. And now the Travelers are at Corpus Christi this evening. And that will be a base hit. And the run is in to score for the Naturals here in the top half of inning number 2. And that will bring up Eric Jansen. First plate appearance with a run already scored in this one. Fouled off to the right. And that will be a foul ball. And that ball will go out of play. And I did forget that we are mentioning $2 week here. Every time your missions are at home, you got $2 parking, $2 reserved seats, and $2 soda all night long. So that's every Tuesday at home when your missions are at home in the 2015 baseball season. Don't forget Thirsty Thursdays. Head to any gas station, and if the missions can score 5 runs, you'll get a free coupon to a, well, shall I say a Shell gas station, or shall I say a 7-Eleven gas station, or Stripes. I guess Stripes will do. Go to Stripes and you get a free Slurpee or a free fountain drink for that coupon. And that'll be a base runner, ball 4, as he'll head to first with no outs. And that will bring up Robbie Hunt, the third baseman, as he will come to the plate now. And throw back to first, keeping Armis close. Bottom half of the second with a runner on, nobody out. And that curveball will be out of the zone for ball 1. Eric Skoglund on the mound for Northwest Arkansas. Now 12 pitches so far through the first 2 innings. And Hunt will deliver that one, a foul ball, and that will even up the count at 1-1. So San Antonio going on the road after the 3-game series. They head to Frisco. And do gotta say, they will be back home to take on Corpus Christi for 4 games. And then the Midland Rockhounds beginning on Thursday, June 18th. So we will have a 8-game homestand and 5 at Corpus Christi. And then the last 4 for the first half against the Rockhounds. And the third baseman has it, and that'll be the first out. Time to look at the defensive lineups for the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. In now, Carlos Valentin, the designated hitter for San Antonio. 1 on, 1 away here in the bottom half of inning number 2. And that 4-seamer is out of the zone, and that'll be ball 1. So after the first half is over, and that game will conclude on June 28th as the Missions play the last game against Midland. So Thursday, July 2nd will be the playoff game. Or actually, it would be called the race to the playoffs, as the Missions will start the second half of their season versus the Springfield Cardinals and the Tulsa Drillers. Missions are going to be back home after that 5-game series. They'll get 7 games here. They'll get 3 with the visiting Springfield Cardinals and 4 against the Tulsa Drillers. So that will be the, be the second out of the inning, and you gotta say I am right about that. Now here's the first pitch. And that'll bring up Chad Taylor, the catcher tonight for the Missions. 2 away in the inning with a base runner at first, the tying run, and the go-ahead run now up to the plate. And that's going to be hitting the left. Left fielder has it, and that's the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors. We head to the top of the third. Northwest Arkansas out in front, 1-0. Eric Jansen, the shortstop for the Naturals, up to the plate to start the top half of inning number 3. And here we go with inning number 3 as the changeup was out of the zone for ball 1. Shout outs to get to. And if you're watching us here on YouTube Live, we would love to give you a shout out here in the ball games. Either home or away games. I guess both will sound pretty good so far in this one. Now the 2-0. And a four-seamer, Jansen just chases, and that's strike 1. Now the 2-1. And that will be up top of the strike zone, and that'll be 3-1 now. On deck, Larry Sawyer. Sawyer on deck. Yeah, the 3-1. And now missed, ball 4, so he walks the leadoff hitter. And we go back to the top of the order now. And now we're bringing up the catcher, Larry Sawyer. Sawyer up to the plate now. And we're going to have a runner. And he steals second. And got a man in scoring position now as Jansen steals second base from first. And that four-seamer is in there for a cold strike 1, and it evens up the count at 1-1. And that's going to be hit. Chasing after it is the center fielder. And now we'll bring in run number 2 for Northwest Arkansas. And they will take a early 2-0 lead here in the top half of the third inning. That ball was hit really hard, and both guys giving it a run down. And the runner at second will head home from second base, and that will deliver the next run for the Naturals. And a slider, look out, that one just nearly got away, and that's ball 1. Vladimir Salazar was the leadoff guy that started this ball game. And you gotta say he is up there. And for that one. Now we got the righty chasing it, and that will be strike 1. Did I say righty? I mean lefty, shall I say. And that's going to be hit. And make that run number 3 now for the Naturals as they deliver a base hit, but also a sacrifice fly. The Northwest Arkansas out a 3-0 lead against San Antonio, and they'll bring up the center fielder, Alex Seals. 28 pitches so far, and here it is. Four-seam fastball in the zone, 92 miles an hour for ball 1. So the Naturals in a early 3-0 lead here in the top of the third, delivering 2 runs. And only a run in the top half of inning number 2. And they got started just putting runs on the scoreboard. And now the count holds 1-2. And that one's going to be hit but fouled off in the right. And that will go out of play for the count 1-2. 1-2 now. And that will be in the dirt. And that'll be 2-2. Now the 2-2. And strike 3 called, and that will be 2 away in the inning. So Seals going down, and I do gotta say he's not happy about that call. Not a favorable pitch, but he goes down on strikes. And stepping up now, Tom Koo, as first pitch is called for strike 1. He was a lineout in the first inning. And Kennedy delivers. And that four-seamer is out of the zone for ball 1. Nice, beautiful Friday night here as we're underway of this evening's contest. And as we play the last top half of the 3rd inning. And the four-seamer misses, and that'll be strike 2. One, 2. Hit to third. And gloved out to first, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on a couple base hits, no errors. We head to the bottom half of inning number 3. The Northwest Arkansas Naturals out in front, 3-0. And now Kenny McClendon, the second baseman, comes to the plate now to start the home half of the 3rd inning. And here we go with inning number 3. As the center fielder is going to get a line out. And that'd be the first out in the inning. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Here at the bottom half of inning number 3, and now bring in Dustin Gonzalez, the left fielder. I've got to say, just a nice, beautiful evening for the Missions and the Naturals as we're just underway of this ball game already. So bottom half of the 3rd for the home squad. And that would be 2-0 to change up 81 miles an hour for ball 2. Fans are already in the seats just enjoying what is to be a nice, beautiful Friday night. And that's going to be danger. And a base runner now approaching, and now San Antonio getting into the hit column.
Center fielder, Billy Richter.
And now bring up Billy Richter, the center fielder. Looking to even up the score. And that one will go foul. Fly out in the first, 0 for 1 here tonight. And San Antonio is trying to get even and get back up in the ball game. Now the 0-1. And that changeup will be in the dirt, and now be ball 1. So Missions winning last night 4-2 against Arkansas. Now tonight the Travelers are at Corpus Christi, while the Northwest Arkansas Naturals just came from Corpus Christi. And they're playing San Antonio. And a wild pitch is going to have a guy run from first and steal second on that throw. And now we got a man in scoring position. So gotta say, that right there, not a really great idea. Now 2-1. And a four-seamer in the zone, and that'll be strike 2, and that will even up the count 2-2. Two and 2. And that's going to be fouled off. right on top of the dugout. And still 2-2. 2-2 one more time. And that would be hit. And that would be a glove out. But meanwhile, the man in scoring position will take third on a sacrifice right there. Ronnie Finch, the shortstop, will come back up to the plate now. A ground out in the first inning. And Finch will chase the curveball for strike one. Oh and 1. And that one's going to be fouled off, and now he's in a 0-2 hole. Oh and 2. And that one will be fouled off in the left as well. And still hanging on. Looking to battle himself to the base. And that curveball is going to miss for 1 and 2. So hopefully trying to get on base and keep this third inning alive. And we'll see what happens. And 1 and 2 delivery. And the changeup evens up the count at 2-2. Gotta say, Skoglund trying to get this guy to chase and get the inning over with. And look out, that nearly just took his nose off, and that's ball 3. So Felipe Rodriguez will be on deck, and he'll be the tying run here for the San Antonio Missions here tonight. Now the 3-2. And that's going to be hit to short. And he is out. And that will do it. The inning is over. So one hit. No runs, no errors. We head to the top of the 4th. The Naturals are in the lead, 3-0. Carlos Gutierrez, the first baseman, a double and a run, 1 for 1, will come up to the plate now, as he'll start the top half of the 4th inning. And here we go with inning number 4. As the first pitch is going to be in the center, and the center fielder is going to chase it. And that'll be the first out in the inning on a fly out. So Gutierrez will go down retired. So Francisco Sanchez, the third baseman, fly out in the second. 0 for 1 of this ball game. Already now 40 pitches so far to our San Antonio pitcher, Brett Kennedy. A man from the state of New Jersey. Called down here. And gotta say, that close up there be New York Mets and New York Yankees up there. So, gotta say, those guys are just two big major league farm clubs. And huge stadiums that could not be the efficiency of a AA stadium. Three and 1. And that will be popped up in the foul ground and left, and that'll be a full count now, 3-2. 3-2 one more time. And that's going to be popped up right on home plate. And that'll be 2 away here in the inning. So that will be a fly out. And stepping in, Diego Espinosa coming to the plate now. And he'll take a strike on that four-seamer up in the top of the strike zone for strike 1. Espinosa was a ground out in the second, 0 for 1 here in this ball game. 0 and 1 now. And that's low in the zone for a four-seamer. Strike two. 15 balls, 32 strikes, a total of 47. So pitch count is not that terrible. So if he could get out of this inning and start the home half of the fourth inning for the Missions, that could really happen. The 1-2. And that's going to be hit to the shortstop. Can he get him out? And yes, he can. That is it right there. And that retires the side. So we head to the bottom half of inning number 4. And the Naturals in front, 3-0. In now, Felipe Rodriguez, the first baseman, will start the home half of the fourth inning. Under a nice evening like this, we see our first weekend with the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. And that will be low in the dirt for ball one. San Antonio, only one hit in this ball game. And Northwest Arkansas, 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors. And that's going to be hit to short. And that will be the first out in the inning. So San Antonio tonight in a 2-win win streak, beating the second and third games from Arkansas. And stepping in Edgar Aramis. His first plate appearance was a walk in this ball game. And that changeup will be out of the zone for ball one. And Aramis will go down chasing for a four-seamer. Now the count evened up at 1. 1-1. Changeup up top. So Eric Skoglund, 15 balls, 28 strikes, a total so far 43. As he is 7 away from 50 pitches. And the curveball will even up the count, 2-2. Two. And that's going to be a fly up. And the second baseman has it, and that will record the second out. So 2 quick outs here in the bottom half of the fourth, and I'll bring in the third baseman, Robbie Hunt. Popped out in the second inning. Now the first pitch. Hunt will be chasing that four-seamer, and that's strike one. So do got to say it could be another 1-2-3 inning for San Antonio. And got to say, plate appearance, we all need to know that. Especially when the home plate umpire coordinates the whole game. And that's going to be ball and strikes. So that is the leadoff guy that commands a baseball game. Carlos Valentin awaits on deck for San Antonio tonight. Bottom half of the fourth inning, hoping to get a man on. And that curveball will load up the count now, 3-2. 50, halfway to 100, and here it is. And that swing and a miss on the changeup will end the inning. So, no runs, no hits, no errors. On now to the top of the fifth. Northwest Arkansas out in front, 3-0. Stepping in, Kevin McCormick. 1 for 1, a single that let a run batted in. Now starting up the top of the fifth with a four-seamer in there for strike one. Now the 0-1. And that's going to be popped up in the left. And the left fielder has it. And that will be a quick out, number 1. And that will bring up Eric Jansen. First plate appearance was a walk, a stolen base that led to a run. Here's the next pitch. That four seam in the middle for strike 1. And hope everybody is enjoying a Friday night baseball game. If you're just tuning in, get a shout out. I dare you. 0-1. And that will be hit to the hot corner for the second out in the inning. And Jensen goes down retired. Larry Sawyer, the catcher, a triple, an RBI that led to a run, 1 for 1 here in this ball game. So 2 quick outs here, and I do believe we are seeing a lot of 3 up, 3 down innings here in this contest here this evening. San Antonio and Arkansas just going down 3 runs, 3 hit, 3, just 3 only. Well, we head to the bottom half of the 5th, and the Naturals lead it 3-0. Stepping in for the bottom half of the 5th inning, Carlos Valentin, the designated hitter. He was a strikeout in the second inning, 0 for 1. And here we go with inning number 5 is that curveball out in the dirt for ball 1. So the 5th inning already here in a 3-0 shutout. Northwest Arkansas already out in front 3-0. As getting a run in the top half of the second and 2 runs in the top half of the 3rd inning. Count hold it up at 2-1 now. Two and 1. And that will be strike, and he'll even up the count at 2-2. Now the 2-2 delivery. And that'll be fouled off in the left. And that ball will go out of play for still 2-2. 2-2 one more time. And that one will go foul. And he's just fouling them off. Looking like he wants a pitch to hit. And that curveball out in front for ball 3. And that will still load the count at 3-2. 3-2 delivery. And that's strike 3 called, and he gets him 1 down. And we bring you your line scores as 1 lone hit for the home crowd here this evening. 3-0 our score. The bottom half of the 5th, 1 away. Stepping in, Chad Taylor, the catcher, 0 for 1, a line out in the second. So 2 more outs to complete the 5th inning. And here it is. And that would be a 4-seamer in there for strike 1. So 2 more games after this game here this evening. And don't forget our Sunday afternoon game at 4 o'clock. And that 4-seamer is in there for strike 2. So wrapping up the series on Sunday and heading to Frisco to play Tuesday night. And Taylor goes down, and that's the second out in the inning. And now bring up Kenny McClendon, the second baseman, a fly out in the 3rd inning as he strides to the plate to be the final out here in inning number 5. And that'll be a changeup, 1-0. So only one lone hit for the home crowd tonight. And as Northwest Arkansas up a 3-0 lead. And that will be tapped fouled into the catcher's mitt, and that will be strike one. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And that will be popped up in the left. Does he have another 1-2-3 in the inning? He does. And that retires the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors. On now to the top of the 6th. Northwest Arkansas 3-0. Vladimir Salazar, the designated hitter, line out, ground out, and an RBI in this ball game. And here we go with inning number 6 as that first pitch is fouled off and left for strike one. 0-1. Fouled off, and now he's in an 0-2 hole. And that's going to be hit in the center. Going in left. And the left fielder has it, and that'll be the first out.
Center fielder number 34,
Alex Seals, center fielder, strikeout, ground out, 0 for 2 here in this ball game. Now the first pitch. And that four-seamer is in the zone for strike one. So Kennedy on the mound finding his rhythm. And do gotta say that's pretty good if I do say so myself. And that will be out of the zone and fouled off for strike two. 0-2. And swing and a miss gets him out down chasing. And that is the second out here. So Kennedy will pick up a strikeout. And he is just happy about that. Next batter for Northwest Arkansas, Tom Koo. And the four-seamer low in the zone for strike one. Line out and grounded out here tonight in this ball game. Here's the 0-1 delivery. And that's going to be hit in the left field. Chasing after it, the left fielder. And he's not going to have a play. And this will bring in a runner, and that will be a two-out triple for Tom Koo. So gotta say, gracious. And that ball is going to be fair. And make that another run in. As now the Northwest Arkansas Naturals now lead by 4. So a grand slam ahead. But so far no grand slam, just a single, a double, and another single here in this ball game. And now time is going to be called here as the pitching coach is going to come out. And do believe the manager is going to head out to the mound now. And that will do for the starting pitcher this evening. He gave up 4 runs, and he may be the loser in this ball game, but nevertheless, he will be leaving here early. Ramon Cortez is called to do some pitching here in the top half of the 6th inning. And do gotta say, the time for Kennedy coming to an end in this ball game, and now having to pick up another one. 2 away as he will try to get the final out here in the top of the 6th. And that will do it. The inning is over. So here's another look at that run on this base hit. The Northwest Arkansas Naturals lead San Antonio 4-0. Stepping in now, Dustin Gonzalez, the left fielder, single in the third to start the bottom half of the 6th inning. So gotta say 4-0 already, as San Antonio just being shut out, and hoping to change that here this evening. Now here's the first pitch. And that two-seamer will be out of the zone for ball 1. Skoglund now 66 pitches so far. Execute order 66. And that two-seamer in the zone for strike 1. So, shout-outs to get to as we play the bottom half of the 6th. We see Charlie. Good evening, Charlie. Charlie sees all. And a good evening here. The 2-1. And that changeup will miss out of the zone for ball 3. Now it counts up 3-1. Here's the 3-1 delivery. And that four-seamer will be in the zone, and that loads up the count at 3-2. And that four-seamer gets him out to dry, and that's the first out in the inning. So Skoglund picking up a strikeout. And now bring up Billy Richter. Fly out, ground out, 0 for 2 here in this ball game. So number 53, Eric Skoglund for the Naturals. Gotta say, when you do see 53, you are reminded of that race car. And do gotta say, a Major League Baseball player wore that. And now I'll bring in Ronnie Finch, a shortstop. And Major League Baseball history. I do gotta say, we're looking up at some history right now. And do gotta say, we have some Yankees players. Bobby Abreu, his number was 53 in the year of 2006. So, gotta say, New York Yankees. But there's also been other players. And that's where we look up, and then we're going to see a base runner with 2 away here in the inning. So if you look about 1984, who brought up that number? Number 53 was Don Drysdale. If you remember him, he was, and some of you folks do know him, he's from 1984. And for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And we'll tell you more about Don Drysdale. His name was Donald Scott Drysdale. He was a professional baseball player and television sports commentator. He was a right-handed pitcher for the Brooklyn Dodgers, which also got transferred to the Los Angeles Dodgers for his entire career in Major League Baseball. Drysdale was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1984. That ends the inning. We head to the top of the 7th. Back here for Texas League Baseball here in this game. 4-0 our score as we play the top of inning number 7. And stepping in now, Diego Espinoza, the left fielder, 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts. And now here we begin number 7 as first pitch two-seamer for ball 1. So Drysdale, born on July 23rd, 1936, and died July 3rd, 1993. We gotta say, that guy is a living legend. And we'll all remember him. Hall of Fame induction was 1984. And that's where Herbie got his numbers from. Number 53 was the Love Bug. So big player for the LA Dodgers. And that will be fouled off, and now 1-2. One and two to Espinoza.
Inside, ball 1.
And that two-seamer misses out of the zone for ball 2, and now the count holds 2-2. Two and two one more time. And the slider will miss out of the zone, and that'll be ball 3. Kevin McCormick awaits on deck now for Northwest Arkansas. And the 3-2 offering. And that will miss ball 4, so Espinoza will get a leadoff walk here to start the top of the 7th. Kevin McCormick single and an RBI 1 for 2 for the right fielder in this ball game. Double play situation as there's a base runner at first with nobody out. And he's running. And not in time as he steals second. And that two-seamer will be in the zone for strike 1. Espinoza at second. And McCormick here at the plate. And that would be strike 2. Two and two delivery. And the slider gets him out to dry, and that's 2 away here. Or correction, I do see 1, so 1 away for Northwest Arkansas. So my apologies on that one, and stepping in, Eric Jansen. Walk, a stolen base, and a run here tonight for the Naturals. And that one will be fouled off, and now the count holds 0-2. So sun going down on this Friday night, and a beautiful night to come out. And if you came out tonight, then shout outs to all of our fans in the stands. 0-2 delivery. And that will be fouled off. 0-2. And strike 3 called. Jansen goes down as the second casualty here in the top of the 7th.
The catcher, number 8, Larry Sawyer.
And that's a two-seamer in there for strike 1 to Larry Sawyer. A triple that led to an RBI and a run in this ball game. Oh, and 1 delivery. And that's going to be hit in the center. Does he have another 1, 2, 3? He does. And that retires the side. Then we head to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up a stretch. The Naturals in front, 4-0. Edgar Aramis, right fielder for San Antonio, will start the home half of the 7th inning. And trailing 4 so far in this ball game. Two-seamer. Now the count holds 1-0. Chance and Nakayama, the right fielders, or righties, shall I say, now up to the bullpen to start their pitching practice. Two and 1.
I got 2 on the count.
That four-seamer. Four-seam fastball in there for strike 2. Thought it was a two-seamer, but stand corrected there, and it's not. It's a four-seamer. And the right fielder's going to get that one, and that's the first out in the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Robbie Hunt.
And the changeup, 1-0. And that will even up the count at 1-1. One and one. And that's going to be hit. The center fielder has it. That will deliver it to the shortstop, and that'll be the second out. So Jansen taking that one out, and that's 2 away here in the inning. And San Antonio, after this inning, will be down to their final 6 outs. Carlos Valentin, designated hitter, will start the on in the box. And that's strike 2 of the four-seamer, 90 miles an hour for strike 2. "90 pitches so far to Eric Skoglund. And Valentine goes down out, and that ends the inning. Not happy as he throws his bat. And we go to the top of the 8th now. Northwest Arkansas 4-0. Vladimir Salazar, the designated hitter, will come back and start the top half of the 8th inning. And that's going to be a line drive into center. Base hit.
The batter, center fielder, Alex Seal.
Alex Seals, the center fielder, strike out in the 6th inning, as he will play the top half of the 8th inning. And that one will be crushed high and deep in the left, and that will go foul to the very last moment. One and one.
That's ball 2.
And that two-seamer will be up out of the zone for ball 2. San Antonio down to 6 outs remaining, and gotta say they are 6 outs to being shut out in this end ball game. Two and two. And that's going to be hitting a right. Right fielder has it. And that will be the first out here in the 8th.
Now batting, second baseman, Tom Koo.
And now bring up Tom Koo. Double play situation here for the Naturals. And no chance at throwing him out, and that he'll steal second. And that's going to be hitting the center. And that will be 2 quick outs here in the inning.
The batter, first baseman, Carlos Gutierrez.
And now bring up Carlos Gutierrez. And that'll be a two-seamer in there for strike one. Oh and one. And that's going to be a fair ball. And it looks like another run will come across to score, make it a 5-0 shutout. So Northwest Arkansas tacking in another one, as they will hit that one right close to the chalk line. And now stepping in, oh wait, nope. They're going to see a visit from the manager, and Guy Shipman will be called to the mound to start the pitching here to see if he could get the final out here of this 8th frame. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off, and that will be strike one. Francisco Sanchez, the third baseman, popped out in the 6th inning. The Naturals up by 5. So a 5-0 shutout going on now. Oh and 2. And strike 3 called, and that ends the inning. So 1 run comes across to score. We head to the bottom half of the 8th. The Naturals out in front, 5-0.
Your attention, please.
Eli Chance coming up to the mound now as he'll start the bottom half of the 8th inning. And Stepping in to greet the new pitcher, Chad Taylor.
Catcher, Chad Taylor.
No runs on one hit. And that four-seamer is in there for strike one. So San Antonio now starting their final 6 outs here. And do gotta say they're in a heap of trouble tonight. And that's gonna be a base hit, so they're into the hit column. Now looking to deliver more runs here. And tried to come back in this ball game with just the 6 outs remaining. And that sweeping curveball will be down and out for ball 1. So the new guy on the mound will four-seam fastball, cutter, splitter, and slurve here in this ball game. And now we got the natural righties, Newberry and Nakayama, starting to throw and pitching for their call-up. And that four-seamer is going to be a ball, 2-1. And time is going to be called here as a manager is yelling at that home plate umpire. And I don't know what that knucklehead is yelling at him about. But he better cool it right now before he gets ejected. And McClendon will go down swinging. Four-seam fastball. Now the count 2-2. And that's going to be a base hit. There we go. Oh, no, he misses it. And 2 runners now in this game with still nobody out. So that right there is a great feeling. So San Antonio can come back and try to deliver what needs to be delivered here this evening. And Gonzalez will swing at a cutter, and the count holds 0-1. The 0-1. And that's going to be popped up. And that will be the first out to the center fielder, and that's out number 1. And that'll bring up Billy Richter, the center fielder, fly out in the 6th inning. So far 0 for 3 here in this one. Looking to come back and end the shutout in this game. And he ran into a double play, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on no hits. Or actually, switch that. 2 run, 2 hits. I'm getting y'all confused. Top of the 9th. Here we go. And now stepping in, Diego Espinoza, the left fielder. 0 for 2 with a walk and a stolen base so far. And he'll foul that one up. And that'd be strike 1. So each team, Northwest Arkansas and San Antonio, down to the final 3 outs of this contest tonight. Now the 0-1. And that'll be fouled off into right. And that will be a 0-2 hole. 0-2. And he's going to foul that one off. And that will still hold the count at 0-2. And 2 one more time. And the cutter will foul that one off. We've got to say, not happy about that. And now be the right fielder, Kevin McCormick. A single and an RBI here in this one. Fouled off, and that will hit into the home dugout for strike one. And that one will be popped up in the left. The left fielder right under it. And that's the second out here in inning number 9. Eric Jansen, a walk, a stolen base, and a run. 0 for 2 here this evening. As we play the last at the top half of the 9th inning. And 92 miles an hour calls that four-seam fastball for strike one. Shipman delivers the 0-1. And that four-seamer not in contact of that strike zone, and that's ball one. 5-0 shutout, San Antonio. And that's going to be a base hit, and that ball will go fair. And that will be a 2-out double here in this ball game. So another run is at second base on that fair ball. And that four-seamer in there for strike one to Larry Sawyer. Triple, RBI and a run, 1 for 3 here in this game this evening. And that's going to be some trouble, and trouble it is. And make that run number 6 here this evening as another one comes across to score. And that would be a base triple to the next guy. And now the 7th run about to come up here. And the cutter, 0-1. Vladimir Salazar, the designated hitter, single and an RBI and a run here in this ball game. And that's a four-seamer, so now they're down to their final strike here in the top of the 9th. It's getting a run on a couple of hits. And that four-seamer is going to be chopped foul. Right and the left, and that will be strike 2. 0-2, and that slider will miss, so now the count holds 1-2, and he'll get one more chance. Fouled off. Still hanging in there. 1-2 delivery. And he'll foul that one off. One and two delivery. And that'll be hit to second, to first. And that's the inning. So a run on a few hits, no errors. We head to the bottom half of the 9th. Naturals lead at 6-0. And Rodney Finch, the shortstop, comes to the plate now. And they're in danger here tonight as they're down 6-0. And down to the final 3 outs of this first game of the series. So San Antonio in line for the L if this one goes down tonight. And Finch made a mistake there. And at second, the second baseman will get it. And that'll be the first out. And I gotta say, to number 53, Eric Skoglund, tonight was his best night ever, as he had 7 strikeouts and only gave up only 1 hit. So a night for him, as he will celebrate this first victory at San Antonio. So San Antonio getting a 6-0 shutout. And now bring up Felipe Rodriguez one more time up to the plate. And Newberry and Nakayama, for the natural righties, are now in the bullpen warming up. And here's the 1-1. And that's going to be fouled off near third and down to his last strike. And I do got to say, that's going to be a base hit. So, got to say, that's good right there. We got a base runner at first with 1 away in the inning. And in danger now as a double play could be a factor here. And stepping in, Edgar Armas, right fielder. And coming up, he'll have a 0 for 2, a walk in the second inning. Looking to avoid the dreaded shutout, and here it is. 95 miles an hour for a 4-seamer, called for ball 1. One and 0. And double play. And that will end the ball game, folks. A 6-0 shutout victory, and Northwest Arkansas winning this ball game here tonight. 6-0 the final score. Eric Skoglund gets the win on the mound. Kenny McClendon, well, what about Kenny? Jeez. We got to think about the San Antonio pitcher on the mound. And do got to say we will. Kennedy will be the losing pitcher. And Skoglund being the winning pitcher for Northwest Arkansas.
6 runs, 9 hits.
So we'll be right back here on the show as we bring you the after show of tonight's ball game.
For the mission, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 52 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
And so tonight's ball game ends a 6-0 shutout. The Northwest Arkansas Naturals winning this ball game here this evening at San Antonio. A lot of fans went home unhappy. And do gotta say that right there is just not good when you see a home crowd losing it. So tonight, the Northwest Arkansas Naturals, the AA affiliate of the Kansas City Royals, getting the win at San Antonio, AA affiliate of the San Diego Padres. Eric Skoglund will also be a player of the game, as he did 7 strikeouts. And Brett Kennedy getting the loss for San Antonio tonight. So let's go over runs, hits, and errors. First for the victorious Northwest Arkansas Naturals. 6 runs on 9 hits, no errors. For San Antonio, only 4 hits. Well, this will do it for tonight's game. 6-0, a shutout finish. The Naturals winning game 1 of the 3-game series. Have a good night, everybody.